Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Gary Grigsby's War in the East, where I'll be continuing along with the 1943 campaign. I was done reorganizing the North. I'm still busy with the South a bit. Let's actually take a look at some of this stuff here. Well, actually let's just go up here. So I did discuss that I actually want to start attacking in this area because this all seems empty, and then I can move along the Olim River and kind of try to hold this. That seems to be best. And then basically what I need to do is I need to start attacking that first. So 4 divisions. And what I'll do is the following. This way I got this covered, and if I'm gonna surround that's fine actually. The one unit I don't want to attack was the 383rd here. Yep. Let's go 4 divisions. Large losses, but also for their planes, which is good. If I can wear out the Soviet Air Force, that will, in the long run, help quite a bit with winning these battles, because then the air superiority will really help. Those guys are worn out, though, and that means that I'm gonna have to, continue trying to deal with that. The 6th ID. Is F2? These two have 16. These ones as well, but I need some defenses around here as well. Much. Let's send at least a 292nd. And do I have reserves here? No. No reserves. Means that I can send one more, which will be the 19th. Now that they've been attacked one time before, I should be able to defeat them with double. Yeah. Okay. Again, 190 planes. So, in terms of air, that's doing reasonably well. Interesting that strokes. Stormbots battalion. Okay, well. Alright. See, this means that these units are now capable of getting through there, at least technically. Which is okay. 12th Panzer can go the furthest at the moment. But getting through the center there is currently quite difficult. Nonetheless. That is okay. Um, the thing is I want to widen the gap potentially so I can move further. In order to do that, I would need to beat both of these. There's no way I can go further as the Soviets do have reserves here and along a line over here. There's no way for me to beat those. At the same time, I'm gonna need to break through here. The thing that's a bit of a disaster is that I don't want to move these units necessarily. Yeah, this is 4. I would have to go and attack this with my most powerful units, Großdeutschland 11th and 167th, which is not, but I guess Großdeutschland is. Now, I did discuss that what I want to do is I want to go and move through here, bypassing all these forces. As I think it will be too much of an effort to break through here, here, and then kick all these guys as well in order to move further. I actually don't think that's good, whereas here you'll pretty quickly get into open terrain, and then I can move through here and then here. Right, this really sucks. This is gonna hurt. For bombers, I mean, that's fine though. Actually didn't go that poorly. Okay. But so we now have these. I can currently move through here, but I don't think that's good enough. 1917, 14, that's always going to be the case. If I beat them, I already have open terrain after this, so this will be a lot better. So I need to beat these and these still. So let's use the 24th Panzer Corps. Should be a little bit easier. Losing 22 tanks, but again, it's about the breakthrough that I'm trying to create here. They can not even move. This will put them to 0. Let's see what Viking will get to here. That's a 9-9. So theoretically, they should be able to do it on their own. Yeah. Routed. And that's also what I needed. I did need that route there. Okay. So theoretically, that means that the Kursk pocket is now open. And I need to see how I'm gonna deal with it. Again, the question now, I do think it's an interesting question, is whether I want to push at least one more unit, these guys, out to break this open a bit more. I'd be loath to give up my precious armor, so I won't. First of all, you're fine. Another case can be made potentially for attacking this, pushing it back and taking Oboyan. Although I could also just move past this. Let's see. The nice thing about pushing these would be that it's easier to move through there, but the question is that really necessary? Well, both 17th and Grossdeutschland are going to stay there. They do have armor. Let's move you into Kursk. And you also further along. At this point, I'll get that HQ in there. I'll make sure that the 9th Corps takes some units. Then we have 19th Panzer left. Well, let's start from this side. So I have 1 infantry here. Now let's move 31st. 216th over here. Now I have two infantry divisions that can attack from that side, and the question is, will it be enough with just that? I'm actually loath to say I think it's not. But with 4, I think it should be. Come on. Yeah. That's tough, but I think indeed this is the only way, like using overwhelming force here, pushing them back, and now this is, at least again, it should be a bit easier as to how far they can move, but apparently the game seems to suggest that getting across is no good still. Okay. Now these two will be displaced. Yeah. Sweet, okay. First of all, let's move 18th Panzer here. Right, so now we got this encircled. Not bad. Alright. These defenses are definitely not great, but with them being cut off, I'm just hoping that, you know, that will work out. They might have different depots here or there, like maybe here, but we'll see how that manifests itself. Now, in terms of armor, let's see what I have really. So, I want to get the best defenses out here. And in order to do that, I need to push my armor through and see just how much I have. So I do have these guys there. No need to worry about it. They have to be placed on that hex. 7, 15. These are part of the 36th. I actually want to pull them out to Orel. Can move this core, but both of them in reserve, I guess. There's a Strom division, that's fine. Moving 4th. Panzer. Now, I did say I want to move it along this line. I'm not going to push any further at that point. I don't really think it serves any purpose to do so yet. So I'm not going to. An interesting thing is whether I want to take this, and I actually think I do. Because it gives me a foothold across the river. They might attack that though. We'll see. Alright, let's see which other armor I'm gonna push through here. Nikolai Fatutin has been killed. Now that's very nice. I'm enjoying that. Now, what I want to do is I want to set myself up in such a way that I can potentially swing towards Starioskal depending on what the AI is doing here. I do want to move through the entire 2nd SS Panzer Corps as well. And basically keep it at that. So that's 3 more. So 1, 2, 3, and yeah. If I 2-0, huh? Because the question is, do I want to move this part there too? I think I do. Let's actually do this. Split you up. And do this. this gives me a continuous line as well. How does that defense look? 30. This is a weak spot. This is a weak spot too, in a sense. 12-7. Let's make sure they're at the Kharkov depot so they can actually work with it. You're on a depot, you're on a depot. You're on reserve, so basically that's what it's gonna have to be. I wanna take a look at the army group level. This is Army Group A. That's looking fine. Now we have Army Group South, which is here, which has 84, which is also okay. Camp 1st and 4th. Then there will be Army Group Center at Smolensk, which is heavily overburdened, so I'm gonna switch it up. So Army Group Center currently has some artillery, but also 8th Panzer Division in reserve, which is, I guess, probably here. Let's put 8th Panzer under 3rd Panzer Army for the moment, and keeping them at Vitebsk currently is fine. We have the 83rd. They're on a rail line already. I want to rail them and not walk them, so they're gonna stay there. Army Group Center currently has 2nd, 3rd, 2nd, 4th, 9th. So let's deal with it. First of all, Army Group A has 47 to spare. And they have 6th, 17th, and 3rd, which means they're also gonna get 1st Panzer Army. Can't do it, okay. I guess I'll have to wait with that stuff. Alright, well, let's see which other things could potentially be taken care of. I wanna shift all of this artillery over to 9th Army for the moment. And the Flak Regiment will be sent to 4th Panzer Army, since that's where I have my armor. And it's most dangerous to have that hurt, really. Then, where's Army Group North here? There we are. They have a mix of flak. I'm inclined to just divide it amongst 16th and 18th. Right. I still want to prepare for a victory potentially at Leningrad. Which sounds mad, but it means I want to get that those siege mortars to 18th. These are the Karl siege mortars. It is 18th Army, right? Yeah. Army. There we are. Now. Oh, these guys can move by rail. That's weird. Where did they historically go, anyway? Let's just read it. 113th Infantry Division remained in Germany until July 1941 and was sent to the 6th Army on the Russian front. After fighting the Battle of Kiev, however, it was sent to the Balkans to perform occupation duties. The third part of the 268th Infantry Regiment was sent to the Africa Corps in May 1942 and became the third part of the 155th Regiment. Meanwhile, in early 1942, the rest of the 130th Infantry Division was sent back to the southern sector of the Russian front. It was with the 6th Army in the battles around Taganrog, February, Kharkov Izium, May, June, Don Ben battles, July, and then the Stalingrad street fighting beginning in August 1942. It was surrounded with General Paulus at Stalingrad in November 1942. The 113th Infantry Division was destroyed on January 20th, 1943. A new 113th Infantry was created in Brittany in the spring of 1943. It was sent to Army Group Center that summer, but did not prove to be a particularly effective combat division. In the autumn of 1943, it suffered heavy casualties in the Dnieper withdrawal and was broken up November 2nd, 1943. About one-third of the unit was assigned to the 337th Infantry Division, while the rest was used to form Division Group 113 of Corps Detachment G. This unit was destroyed at Bobrusk in July 1944. The 113th Infantry Division, meanwhile, officially ceased to exist on November 2nd, 1943. Fair enough. Army Group Center, eh? Let's send it through Minsk. And from Minsk, then, I can decide next turn whether I'm going to send it to Smolensk or further down. I do think that will be worthwhile. That leaves me at least with the option to do something about it. That's a lot of flak. I'm gonna send most of that flak over to... I'll just start with both Army Group South and Army Group A. I'll send some to Italy, namely the heavy flak, and again some light flak and mixed flak to Army Group A, and let's send 2 to the Kempf Detachment Army, and let's send the Construction Battalion over to Army Group South for the moment, and then from there we can disperse it. I want this locked. I actually don't want any movement by itself, and I actually want that for everything. So I'm gonna go to Commander's Report Screen, and I need all of that unlocked actually. How do we do it again? Tow status. Support priority, I think. No, supply priority, maybe. Yeah. Withdraw destination. Well, I need to start with Army Group in front and Corps, and from there size type HQ, that's fine. Theta box min How did we do that again? Because I'm quite sure you can put all of them on locked at the same time. I don't want everything on max TOE, but... Alright, well... I should probably end the turn here, and then... I will ship it back to the Soviets. We'll see what they're gonna be capable of on their turn, and see if the AI is up to the task of properly dealing with the front in this scenario. They didn't do that great of a job in Stalingrad to Berlin, but they have more forces now, and they did reasonably well in Vistula to Berlin anyway. So, because they already have an overwhelming force, I do hope that they will perform a bit better. I mean, we're up against 2-1 there, so... We'll see. Either way, thanks for watching, take care, see you next time.